Welcome to the morning show on WRCO Radio. It's Ithaca School Fair and Homecoming Week, and we have in the studio Bailey Wanless, Wesley Nelson, Maggie Kirshner, Mac Neef, and also Miss Sprecher, who is representing the FFA, and a lot of things going on. And, of course, a lot of the school fair surrounds the FFA and the things that they do. So, Melissa, we'll start with you today.
Good morning, Phil. Thanks for having us.
Are you well rested today, are you?
Yeah, no. And it's only Tuesday. We always say, with homecoming being later this year, we thought we'd be like, oh, we have so much more time to get ready, but I feel like it snuck up on us faster. Like, it's all of a sudden here. But it's going to be great. We're going to make everything happen. Things are in place, and now we just move forward with it and enjoy the week.
Do you have to do a lot of work with gates in place and getting things like that all set up?
Yeah, so we'll start that this afternoon and tomorrow. Mr. Nee and I will take some classes down there and put up all of the gates and the pens and all the areas for people to sit and watch, bring down the bleachers, set up the show ring. Kenny Anderson and Mike Huffer help with the beef show ring. So a lot of work goes into it to just get that part set up. And then on Friday, we'll set up the gym with the tables and the tablecloths and get that all organized too.
Today is an important day because it is entry day. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so today is the last day to enter. You can go do it online. It's really easy to find. Go to the Ithaca webpage, and then under menu, you'll scroll down and you'll find the 102nd Ithaca School Fair. Click on that, and then you can look through the premium book if you want to see what classes you want to enter, but then we encourage you to enter online. There's a link to enter online. It's really easy. You just go in there, put in your name and address and phone number, and then you click in what you want to enter and press the submit button, and you are all set.
Is there a way to look and track how many entries are in so far?
Yes, we can on our side, on the admin side, that we can take a look to see what's in there and who's entered what. When I looked about 4 or 5 days ago, I think we had a little over 100 people that entered, but I know we hadn't had our families in yet, and I know yesterday I talked to some kids that hadn't had them in yet. So tomorrow we'll have a better idea, but I'm guessing we're probably going to double that by the time everyone gets their entries in.
People from the community can enter whether you're a student or not, correct?
Yeah, so as far as there's a few places where only the juniors, we call it the junior show, which is kids that go to school there. So 4K through high school, and that's the livestock is basically we just have those entries. But for all the things in the gym, so everything from cooking, canning, scrapbooking, sewing, Legos, woodworking, vegetables, farm crops, all of that is open to our area too. So the people who have graduated or people from the area can enter, and we encourage that. We love to have that gym just full of things.
Being an FFA advisor, you're one of two others, I guess 3 total in the state that have a school fair. I mean, how rewarding is that?
It is really, really awesome. And to be part of that tradition, 102 years, that's a long time to have anything continue continuously. And so to have that as our school fair, and for as small of an area as we are, to have as many people participate is just truly an honor, and we really enjoy it. And we are so happy and appreciative of all the people that come out, support the parade, support the game, support the meat animal sale. That's a huge part of what we do with the livestock on Saturday. So yeah, it's a lot of extra work. I'm not going to lie. A lot of nights that we're working and doing things, or when I'm driving, making some phone calls, and when I'm, my days off, making some phone calls and doing emails and organizing. But it is very rewarding, and it's a great way to bring in all of the kids in FFA and have them help out and do different things and make phone calls and talk to other adults and learn what community service is about, which is a huge part of FFA.
You brought in your officers today. Is this a good group? You got to say they are, right?
I do, right? They're all looking at me as I'm saying it. Yeah, so I brought, of our officer team, I brought in Bailey Wanless. She's our president this year, and she's just doing an outstanding job. Very proud of her. Maggie Kirshner, she's a senior this year as well, and she's a reporter, has been doing a great job of getting things out on social media. So if you haven't liked the Ithaca FFA Facebook page yet, please go and do that. We put a lot of things out there of what we're up to. Wes Nelson, he is our chairman, again this year, to help with growing agriculture. And Mac Neef, he's not an FFA right now, but he likes to spend a lot of time in my room, and just an all-around great guy. So we had to bring him along too.
He was either punished or he was brought along for his dedication here.
Yeah, I'm not sure which. I didn't really give him an option. I'm like, hey, Mac, by the way, we're going tomorrow. Here's your sheet. See you at 8:55.
And here he is. Well, let's start with Bailey over here. Bailey's on the side. If you want to swing that microphone over there, Bailey. And good morning to you. How are you?
Good morning. How are you? I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing real well. So you're the president this year. Was that something that that you strived for when you were in the underclass or not?
Not really. I was thinking about it, but then like our group of officers, we just decided that it would be best for me.
Have you always enjoyed FFA?
Yeah.
So you're a senior this year. I know you're involved in lots of other things. I've seen you in volleyball. How fun is it to be having such a successful season?
Oh, it's really fun. I really enjoy this team this year.
And you've been getting some wins along the way. You have a big one tonight, don't you?
Yeah, we play Kickapoo and Lafarge at Weston.
Mm-hmm. So big ones there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've watched you in the front row. How satisfying is it to get a clean kill all the way to the floor? I mean, what does it feel like?
It feels really good. I love it.
Yeah.
And the crowd gets pretty cheerful after that. So
Right. Something I've never experienced, but that's got to be a unique opportunity there. So, homecoming court, could you talk about that a little bit, Bailey?
Well, this year we decided to have reps from each grade because the past 4 or 5 years we haven't done it. So we have a guy and a girl rep from each grade, and then we have 4 guys and 4 girls from the senior class.
Okay. Could you go over the names for us?
Yeah, the freshmen are Peyton Brown and Autumn McBain. The sophomores are Caden Keller and Brindley Wanless. The juniors are Devin Ime and Brooklyn Dickey. And then the senior guys are Sammy Clary, Wesley Nelson, Wyatt Hilby, and Mac Neef. And then the girls are Holly King, Tristan Peterson, Alyssa Muller, and then me.
Okay. That's a good group. So you decided to include the whole student body then
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good thing to include everybody. Then you have to work on getting cars for the parade and all that stuff too, don't you? Mm-hmm. Right. So there's also a volleyball alumni game this year. Is that something unique?
Yeah, it's like the second or third year we've been doing it. Last year I know we had a really good turnout. This year there's less teams, but hopefully more teams still want to go.
And when is that?
That's on this Friday in the community gym at 5.
Okay. And you're going to be there? Are you going to run the Bulldog Big Block Challenge this year or not?
No.
No, okay. You'll be busy with other things that day. That's starting at 7 on Saturday as well. It kind of kicks off the day there. So you're in FFA. Have you thought about a career, what you'd like to be doing next year?
I want to go into nursing.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
Well, we applaud that. So are you doing some things that can get you some college credits this year?
Yeah, second semester I'm starting 2 college courses to hopefully transfer into nursing.
Wonderful. Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming along. I know we'll see you later this week at the school fairgrounds. All right. How about Maggie Kirshner? We'll put her on the spot next as we swing that microphone over. The FFA reporter. Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning.
What does it mean to be a reporter? What are your duties?
It is really fun. So I run the Instagram and the Facebook page, and I just spread the word about what the FFA club is doing.
And you are involved in WEHA. Can you tell us about that this year?
So our district show was held September 27th through the 29th in Oshkosh, and our team made it on to state this year. So state will be the 25th through the 27th of October at the Alliant Energy Center.
Okay. Are you having a horse show in conjunction with the school fair this year?
Yes, that will be Sunday, October 20th. It'll start at 10:30 a.m., and you can come and sign up prior that day, and there will be concessions, and I believe we'll have hot dogs, chips, and water and sodas. And it's open to anyone to come.
And that's at the Anderson Lau Farm again?
Yep.
This year? Mm-hmm. Good deal. So it's been a good year with your horse?
Yeah. We've had a lot of challenges, but we've worked through them all, and it's just been really fun. I've had a good senior year. So
great. How many shows do you normally get involved in then with WEHA during the year?
Usually just our district show and our state show, and then along with the Anderson show at the Lau Farm.
Okay. Tell me about some other things you're involved in at Ithaca schools these days.
I'm a part of a lot of clubs, forensics, FFA, of course, and then I just like to put myself out there and do a lot.
Yeah, I know you do. And you're out for sports in the winter as well?
Yeah, I do basketball and then track in the springtime.
The FFA, I know, organizes blood drives. Are you having one of those coming up?
Yep, so we do a biannual blood drive twice a year, and that is coming up on November 6th. And our blood goes to local communities, and our goal is 25 pints.
Well, good luck with that.
Thank you.
Are you having a little britches show this year with the fair?
Yes, that starts at 9:30 a.m. on Saturday, and you can come and sign up the day of, and it is open to anyone.
And then you'll be selling some livestock as well at the meat animal sale?
Yes, I will be selling a steer this year.
Will you? Okay. All right. So all the buyers take note or beware. So good luck with that. About how many people sell their animals that day then?
Usually we have around 20 kids.
Okay. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Do you have good memories of the Ithaca Fair as a youngster? Anything that comes to mind?
Yeah, over the years I've showed pigs and steers, and it's just been really fun. Good learning experience.
And how many times will you be in the parade that day? You know, because we see that. You come through in one event and you're back on another float.
Yeah, probably about 2 or 3 maybe.
It keeps you hopping.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming along.
Thank you.
You bet. Maggie Kirschner joining us. We're going to put the guys on the spot now and turn it over to Mac Neef. Mac, I guess you got drafted to come over here today.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate you coming in here. Let's talk a little bit about football. I know that it hasn't gone your way. You were injured.
Yeah, I've been out for 4 games, but I'll be able to be back this weekend for homecoming. So.
You've made it back.
Yep.
Good for you.
Yeah, our team's doing really good. We're 7-0, and hopefully we keep playing well, and we're playing really good on both sides of the ball.
So you had to do some things. What have you been doing as far as rehab to try and get back a little quicker?
Just working with the trainer and then just exercising it a lot. And I've just started practicing yesterday, and I got a big brace on it that's helping me out too. So.
What was the specific injury then, Mac?
I had a ruptured MCL and a superficial tear in my meniscus. So I got good news, and I don't need surgery. So. Good.
Why, that's got to be thrilling for you as a senior to be able to come back.
Yeah, I was worried I needed surgery, but I got good news, so, yep.
What's that going to feel like to be out there actually in gear and ready to go on homecoming day?
Really good. I miss, like, the 4 games I watched. I wanted to play so bad, but now I'm back, so I'm happy.
You kind of became coach then a little bit, didn't you?
Yep, I was doing defensive stats on the sideline the whole time, so.
I know that it's a real tradition for your family, isn't it?
Yeah, they've been coming to the fair forever, and they enjoy it.
Could you talk about the meals? Because food is a big part of the Ithaca Fair.
In the community gym in the morning, Chris Fry has donuts, and then there's breakfast sandwiches and biscuits and gravy. And then for lunch, they are serving the baked potato bar. And then the music booster has pork sandwiches, baked beans, coleslaw dinner, and the commons as well. And a silent auction for pies from 9 to 1.
So much food there. It's always good. I'll tell you, it's hard for me because I wish they had like a nap time in the Ithaca Fair. Because you eat that food, you get a little tired.
Yeah.
What about the parade, Mac?
The parade will start at 10:30. Yep, and there's quite a few entries, I think, this year.
Will you be in the parade a few times?
Yeah, 2 to 3 times, I'm guessing, with football, then our class float, and I'll be on the court, so I'll be out there in a vehicle, I think.
How is the class float coming along? Can you give us any secrets?
I don't know much about it. I think the girls got most of it.
Bailey, how's it looking? Is it doing all right?
We're kind of had a slow start this year, so not much is done yet.
That's too bad. Does the FFA have a float? I should have asked you that.
No.
No, they don't. Okay, so you only have one to worry about then.
Yeah.
Mac, what about, are you going to do the mascot races this year?
Yeah, they're at 1 o'clock this year, just before the game, and I think there was quite a few of them last year out there. I don't know all the mascots that'll be out there this year, but
that is so much fun to watch, and of course you're busy getting ready for football. But it's great to watch. I know you've got some area schools that are represented and some area businesses. And,
yep.
Yeah, so we'll see who we're pulling for this year. Though
yeah.
I think last year it seems like it was one of the businesses, might have been one of the banks, like the Money Bunny or somebody was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and rabbits are, of course. But what about the game against Brookwood?
The kickoff's at 1:30. It'll be a good game. We just need to stay focused and just one game at a time and keep going, and hopefully we can finish out the Scenic Bluff Conference strong.
Sounds like you've been listening to Coach Kelly and Coach Coach Klang. Doing a good job there.
Yeah.
Sound like a coach just now, man. Good job. Well, good luck. Good to see you back on the football field this weekend.
Thank you.
Too bad. And Wes Nelson joins us as well. Wes, what is your role with the FFA?
Hey, good morning, Phil. I'm actually a co-chair for the Strengthening Agriculture through FFA, and I guess my main role is we do the meals for farmers once a year. We just started that 2 years ago, I think, where we get together as a FFA group and we put together usually just like ham sandwich meals and deliver them to all the local farmers during the hardy time of harvest, I guess.
So that is really awesome. So you just walk right out in the field and hand them a sandwich?
Yep, we actually put together a few different groups, and we'll drive around the community, and we'll talk to the farmers ahead of time and figure out where they're at, and drive right up to the fields and give them their meal, and they're always super happy, and it's a cool thing to do.
That's like a farmer's dream come true right there.
Yeah,
So
pretty much.
that's awesome. So what is your role with the school fair, Wes?
With school fair, usually I do a lot of the setting up for the meat animal sale and all the entries outside, which will be all your animals. And so usually during the week, usually Wednesday through Friday, we do a lot where we go down and set up all the rings and do all that good stuff.
Sounds like good weather for the fair, so that'll help you too, won't it?
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be pretty warm this weekend, which will be nice. So won't be miserable.
Have you ever had a animal escape that you had to go chase then?
Yeah, I think we have had a few pigs get out every once in a while.
Got to use some of your good football skills there.
Yeah,
to catch up with them there. So I know the show starts at 8. The exhibits in the gym, they'll probably be open about the same time. Won't
Yep. So all the exhibits up in the gym will be all your farm crops and your Legos and all that stuff Sprecher said, your canned goods, and so that's open right away at 8, and then your animal sales starts the animal show starts at 8 a.m.
So are you taking any crops to the fair this year?
Yeah, I'll probably have a few crops in it to take up there. I haven't decided which ones I want to take yet, but
They used to have kind of the oddity category, like the tallest stalk of corn and things like that. Do they
yeah,
still do that?
I have done that a few times. I think
you?
a couple of years ago, I actually won it with that, but won't brag too much.
Not this year anyway, but it's been a pretty good year for crops, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been a really nice year, and we're having a super good fall so far too for harvest. And
Yeah, it's been a dream come true there. What about fundraising? Are you doing some things this weekend for the FFA?
yeah, so actually during the meat animal sale beforehand, we'll do our fundraisers of where we sell the cheese and apples, and those profits go right to the FFA. So thank you to Meister Cheese and Oakwood Fruit Farm for their great donations, because those really help our FFA chapter a lot. So.
But the auction is really important for the chapter, and it's also important for the individuals too, isn't it?
Yes, it's really good for both of those. Yeah.
And you having a pedal pull this year?
Yes, we are. The Kinchi Pedal Pull will start at 1 p.m. on Saturday, and that's open to all ages. So come on down and get your kids in it.
Yeah. Summer's going fast. We talked to you during the dairy breakfast.
Yeah, we did.
You had about, 4,000 people come to the farm?
Yeah, that was crazy turnout. That was really cool day to have. And yeah.
Yeah, and the summer goes by fast. Here you are into October of your senior year.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's going fast, but
Unbelievable. What are you looking forward to the most this weekend?
the football game is always really cool. And then you got the homecoming dance, and I did make court, so that'll be cool. So
now, probably the prerequisite there is dancing, though. How's that going?
Oh, I usually stay off that.
Oh, do you?
part.
What about you, Mac?
I'm not much of a dancer.
Not much of a dancer either. Okay, well, all right. So there's still time to learn. You got a few days there for that. Good to have you in, and good luck with everything you have going this weekend. Miss Sprecher, we want to talk to you before we let you go about National Convention.
Yeah, so we have National Conventions a week earlier this year, so we're going to go right from school fair into getting ready to leave for National Convention. We leave on the 21st. Yep. And we'll be out there. We do some tours on the way out, go to all different kinds of places, everything from, farm to fork farms. We've been to some different boar studs, and last year we went down to Lexington ahead of time and got to see a whole bunch of equine facilities, which was very neat. That was a really neat tour. Then we go to National Convention for 3 days, and then Saturday morning we have one of our members receiving her American degree, which is the first American degree Ithaca has had since 1959. First female American degree in our school too, so pretty exciting. It takes quite a bit to earn your American degree. Less than 1% of FFA members do that. So we get to watch her walk across stage. We got some other kids from Wisconsin we'll watch, and then we'll head home. And that weekend, the same weekend as State WEHA, so we'll probably go down there and watch those girls and support those girls that weekend.
And that student is your daughter, right?
Yes,
for
Talina.
Talina?
Yep.
And she's in college where?
She's at ICC in Illinois. She's on the judging team, so we don't see much of her once they start back judging. She leaves from basically after State Fair. She leaves the next week, and they go out and they judge every weekend. So I just kind of asked her, where are you at today? And it's amazing how many places they go and all the people she's met. But it's been a great experience. She'll be judging down at Kansas City. So when we go down there to show at the American Royal, she'll be down there judging, which is super exciting because Annabeth's 4-H team also is eligible to judge down there this year. So they'll be judging at the same time. So that's pretty exciting to have happen. And they both, Annabeth's currently on our livestock judging team. Talina was on our FFA team. And actually last year's team was second in the state. They've been second in the state for 2 or 3 years. We never can quite get to that first spot. We'll get there one day. This year's the year. I keep telling Bailey that. She's a senior, so she's going to carry our team there. But they did get invited to judge at the Royal as well. So that would have been really fun to have a whole team, our team from Ithaca, plus my girls are judging, would have been pretty exciting. But we'll take the 2 girls there. It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
For Talina, that's very impressive. How, since 1959, talk about prestige. What does it take to get to that level?
So first you have to get your green hand degree at your chapter level. And that's usually their freshman year. The girls or the kids will get it. And then your chapter degree is usually your junior year. And then your senior year, you apply for your state degree. And the state degree is about 1%, again, of the FFA kids get their state degree. It's a pretty involved process. So she got hers 2 years ago. This year we had, or this last summer, we had some more suits. So Josie Lau and Violet Dilly and Logan Anderson got their state degree. And so when Talina had her state degree the first year, again, it was the first one since 1959, state degree as well. So pretty exciting, but they have to do so many hours of community service. I think there's like a 23 different points that they have to fulfill, and it's hours of community service, amount of hours or money that they've invested into their project, different things at the local, state, and national level for participation. So a lot of different things that go into it. It's a pretty lengthy application, and I know the whole time I'm having the kids do it, they're like, "This is so much, Sprecher," but when they get done, it's definitely worth it, and they're very proud of it, and they should be because it's a pretty big honor. So, and then also with National Convention, we have some friends from Wisconsin that have made finalists in their proficiency, so that's exciting. We'll get to see them down there. One of ours, he actually spoke at our banquet last year. He is a finalist for the American Star, so that's a pretty prestigious award as well. Talina didn't quite make it to finalists for her swine. She won the swine proficiency at state, and she ended up being a gold medalist at the national level, but didn't make it to the top 4. So, but still exciting to get to that point.
Oh, I would say. Anything else you wanted to mention about the fair or anything coming up this weekend?
Yeah, so just on the mascot race, I know we're still looking for some more mascots. So if you have a mascot costume out there and you want to come be part of the race, we'd love to have you out to do that. I do also think, that they're going to be maybe moving the mascot race to halftime just because we've had to do some moving around with our Hall of Fame induction. I think they're going to be doing that before. We'll get for sure details on that, but that came across my email this morning. But yeah, definitely looking for some more mascot races. It is so fun to watch. I don't know if anyone's been to like their Brewers game and stuff or that they've watched those. It is pretty fun to have them out there. So please, if you're an area school or you just have a mascot costume somewhere and you want to come be part of the race, let Rob know at Richards Insurance. He'll get you all signed up. And just again, we love to encourage people to come out and enjoy the fair, be part of it. The PTSO is going to be helping out with a bounce house again for the little kids during the game up in the multi-purpose room. And then, of course, I'm a big proponent and pusher for our meat animal sale. For those kids work so hard on those projects, and especially like with the steers, there's kids that haven't even sold their steer for this year and they've already purchased next year's. It's a year-round project. They don't get any downtime from it, and they work hard. And we all know the cost of everything has been so high. So the cost of the animal, the cost of feed. We were talking about that this year with the show feed. Is what I can buy one bag of show feed for. 5 years ago, we bought 2. So if you take that out, and extrapolate out, especially with the steer, the cost of feed is just astronomical going into these show cattle. So these kids, their profit margin gets smaller and smaller every year. So we love to have people come out and buy those kids as animals and support them and tell them that it's important what they're doing, because for a lot of those kids, that's their summer job. And so being able to to have that is incredible. And we all know the kids that do those projects are great adults. And when they go out into the workforce, they're the kind of kids that everyone wants to hire because they have work ethic and they know how to do the work. And it doesn't matter if their friends are out, going to go to a movie. They know they got to be home at a certain time to, let their steers out or feed or whatever it is. So we just really encourage, area people and businesses and, team up with friends and divide a steer. If you can't put a whole steer in your freezer, we've had some people that buy them and they give them to all their kids for Christmas presents. They'll divide the steer up into quarters. So we just really encourage you to come out and help out with that too.
Yeah, well said. So it sounds like things are off and running. As we mentioned, the weather looks pretty nice. We're not going to freeze. We're not going to get wet. So
yeah, a few weeks ago when it was so warm, I said, what's going to happen now with school fair morning? It's going to be snowing, but it's not. So I'm very thankful for that.
That's the risk you run when you have homecoming this late, too.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we asked Bailey, but I didn't ask Maggie. Maggie, what are you looking at doing next year after your schooling days at Ithaca are done?
So I applied at Southwest Tech and for business management. So I think that's the route I want to take. And right now I dog groom, so I'm just doing that and maybe planning to open up my own business one day.
Awesome. Good. An entrepreneur. So you'll use some of your FFA skills there as well.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Or if Taylor Swift needs a manager or something, you probably would do
yeah.
that. Would you do that? Yeah, probably
Yep.
do that. Mac, what about you?
I'm hoping to get in the operators union after high school.
Good for you.
Yep, I'm doing construction for youth apprenticeship right now.
All right.
Now I want to become an operator. So,
And who are you working with?
JP Collin and Sons for the past summer I worked there, and then the summer before. So,
Good.
just doing laboring.
Learning a trade.
Yep.
Good luck. And Wes, I think I've asked you before.
Yeah, I think next year after high school, I'm going to attend Southwest Tech for agronomy technician. So,
Good luck with that.
thanks.
You got some fine students here, Melissa.
Thank you. Yes, I'm very proud of them. We have a lot of great kids. And I was going to mention, too, all 4 of these kids do the youth apprenticeship program, which is pretty awesome. Monica Kirshner takes care of that at our school, and she does just amazing job. So it's great to see that these kids, their youth apprenticeship, they're doing, that's the route they're probably going to go with their career, too. So
Great. Appreciate you guys coming in. We'll see you this weekend.
great. Thank you so much, Phil. Appreciate you taking the time to visit with us.
No problem. Melissa Sprecher joining us, along with Bailey Wanless, Wes Nelson, Maggie Kirshner, and Mac Neef on The Morning Show. We'll talk a little bit more about Ithaca when we return.